Hi everybody, it's Christina and thank you for joining me. Now I don't know if you're like me, but I have an absolute bag full of bits of white card and I need to find some way to use this up rather than just throw it away. So what I'm going to do is use an inking technique on some of these pieces and create some cards. So what I've got here is it's a magnetic sheet and it's got a magnetic ruler and two really strong magnets. Now this is from Creative Craft Products and this is from Craft Stash. So what I'm going to do is place some of my pieces along this sheet and put the magnet on to hold them in place. So once I have these all stuck in place, I'm going to add some ink to all these pieces and I'm just going to do them all the same colour. So for mine I have made sure that I have dies that will layer up so that when I cut this size I can cut the next size up. So say for instance I cut this one in this card, then the next size up I can cut from a mirror card that will back that design. So the colours that I've chosen are Blueprint Sketch, Dusty Concord and Peacock Feathers. And I'm just going to lay these randomly over these cards. Now I'm going to use the ink smooshing technique. So I'm putting this down first. I'm going to spritz it with some water. And then I'm going to pick it up with an ink smoosher. And this will all just add to my cards. Now once I've got this layer down, I'm going to dry this off and then add another colour. And by drying it off in between, that stops the colours from mixing. And again, you're going to dry that off and then you can add the next colour. And the last colour to go on is the blue. So we'll just add this to the card. Now in my collection of items I've found a butterfly stamp, a text stamp and a flower. So we'll use the text stamp first and we'll use the darkest ink. So I'm just going to pop some ink on this and then randomly add it to my card. So we'll make sure it goes across two of them. We'll do that until they're all filled. So once we've added the text, we can again make sure that that's dry with the heat gun and then we can move on to add something else. And I think I'll add the flower. Now for this I've added the flower to a block and I'm just going to randomly add this over the card. So we'll turn it around as we go, so that we have a different design in different areas. Now this time I've got the butterfly onto my block. I'm just going to go over all of this card with some talcum powder or an anti-static bag, and that will just take any grease marks off the paper ready for me to stamp on. So now we can add the Versamark. In random areas onto the card. So we'll move that and we'll add this one along the bottom. Now let's just see what's happened with the ink. So we'll sprinkle it with some gold powder and we'll tip that off. And there's our butterfly now ready to be heat embossed. So there are my pieces of card now all ready to use. And for this one I'm going to use the hearts. So I'm adding these to this card and I'm going to die cut those out. And then with some gold card I will cut the others out as well. So once I've cut these out, I have hearts that are slightly bigger. And for this one, I'll just have to hand cut this, but I'm going to cut these now from gold card. So once you have all your pieces of card, you can use them as a backing panel and put an inlaid die over the top to create your card. You can use them as butterflies or hearts. You can add the hearts to your card as you wish, or you can add the butterflies. So I've used a gold base for that one, and I've used the coloured paper for the top, and that can go on there. Or you can cut them out and use them as flowers. You can do whatever you want with these now to add them to your cards to make them really pretty. So I'm going to go away and put all these together, and then I'll come back and show you what I've done. So from the papers that we've created and the backgrounds that we've made from the hearts and the panel and the butterflies, I've also cut some leaves in from the same paper. So they've made me 3 really pretty cards now that are ready to send. You can add any sentiment on those that you wish, and they would suit any occasion. So I hope you've enjoyed the video, and if you have, please join me on the next one. And why not subscribe to my channel, click the notification bell, then you'll always be aware when I add a new video. Thank you so much for joining me. I'll see you again soon. Bye for now.